Okay, Norbert, I'm going to tell you a bedtime story. And this one's Norbert Barkah in the light of the crystal heart. On the edge of an enchanted forest lived a friendly German shepherd named Norbert Barkah. With his warm brown eyes and wagging tail, he was known throughout the land for his courage and wisdom. Norbert shared a cozy cottage with his loving caretaker, Mama Sue, who always filled their home with laughter and warmth. His best friend was Lyra, a cheerful fairy with a dress made from moonbeams and stardust, and wings that sparkled like the most transparent blue sky. Norbert and Lyra spent their days exploring the wonders of the enchanted forest. They chased butterflies, discovered hidden waterfalls, and listened to the stories told by the wise old trees. But as the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the forest floor, the atmosphere changed. The once bright colors of the forest dimmed, and an uneasy feeling crept in with the darkness. One evening, as twilight descended, Lyra flitted nervously around the cottage. "Norbert," she said, trembling slightly, "what if something scary happens in the dark? I don't like the shadows." Norbert tilted his head, understanding her fear. "It's okay to be afraid, Lyra. Darkness can create fear, but it's also part of life. Sometimes we must face what scares us to discover our inner strength." They heard a mysterious sound from deep within the forest, a soft, haunting melody that seemed to beckon them. Norbert's heart raced with curiosity. This could be an adventure. We should find out where that sound is coming from. Lyra hesitated, but felt a spark of courage within her. "Okay, let's go together." With that, they ventured into the forest, hand in paw, stepping cautiously into the gathering darkness. As they moved deeper into the woods, they encountered the dark mist, a swirling fog that hung in the air, thick and foreboding. The mist made Lyra's heart race, and she instinctively clung to Norbert. "I can't see anything. What if we get lost?" Norbert took a deep breath, feeling her anxiety. "Remember, Lyra, we have each other. Let's breathe together." They paused, inhaling and exhaling slowly as the mist surrounded them. This mist may seem scary, but it's just part of the forest. We can't let it stop us. With newfound determination, they pressed on, guided by the melody that seemed to grow closer. Along the way, they faced various challenges. Shadowy figures danced at the edge of their vision, and eerie sounds echoed around them, each time fear threatening to overwhelm Lyra. Norbert reminded her of friendship and the importance of courage. As they continued their journey, they stumbled upon a small, quaint cottage built into the side of a hill. Smoke curled lazily from the chimney, and the warm glow of light spilled from the windows, creating a welcoming sight amidst the shadows. Curiosity picked, they approached the cottage and knocked softly on the door. To their surprise, it creaked open to reveal an old, wise witch with a kind smile and its twinkling eyes. "Ah, Norbert and Lyra, I've been expecting you," she said, her voice as warm as the hearth. "How do you know our names?" Lyra asked, her eyes wide with wonder. The witch chuckled softly. "The forest knows its friends. I've seen your bravery in facing the darkness. Come in, I have something wonderful for you." They were enveloped in the comforting scent of herbs and spices as they entered the cozy cottage. The witch led them to a table adorned with various trinkets and treasures. In the center of the table lay 2 beautiful crystal heart necklaces shimmering in the candlelight. "These are crystal hearts," the witch explained, picking one up and holding it gently. "They will protect you from the dangers that lurk beyond this forest, especially in the Forbidden Zone, where the dark overlord keeps the key to free the villagers. You will need courage and wisdom to face what lies ahead. Norbert and Lyra exchanged glances, realizing the significance of the witch's words. We want to help the villagers, Norbert said firmly, but how do we defeat the dark overlord? The witch smiled knowingly. Trust in your hearts. The darkness may seem overwhelming, but love and friendship are powerful forces. Wear these necklaces close to your hearts, and they will guide you through the shadows. With gratitude, Norbert and Lyra accepted the crystal heart necklaces and fastened them around their necks. They felt a warm glow from the crystals, filling them with hope and determination. As they left the witch's cottage, the dark mist began to lift, revealing a more straightforward path ahead. The melody they had followed now transformed into a chorus of encouragement, guiding them towards their next challenge. Soon they arrived at the entrance of the Forbidden Zone, where the air felt heavy and tense. The darkness loomed ahead, thick and suffocating. Norbert and Lyra paused, feeling the weight of fear pressing down on them. How do we face this? Lyra whispered, her wings trembling. Norbert looked at her, his heart steadying. We breathe light into our hearts, Lyra. Let's imagine the sun's warmth filling us up from within. They closed their eyes, visualizing bright golden light pouring into their chest, illuminating their spirits. As they focused on their breath, the crystal heart necklaces began to glow, casting a radiant light that pierced through the darkness. The shadows flickered and shrank away, revealing a clear path before them. With renewed confidence, they stepped forward, the light shining brightly around them. The darkness was no longer scary. It became a canvas of shimmering possibility. And there, in the center of the gloom, they saw a grand gate with a massive key hanging beside it, the key to unlock the gates that held the villagers captive. Norbert and Lyra approached the gate, their hearts full of courage, but as they looked closer, they noticed some villagers peering through the bars, their faces filled with fear and uncertainty. We're here to help, Norbert called out. We've come to free you. The villagers hesitated, unsure of their strength. Some stepped forward, drawn to the light, while others remained in the shadows, afraid to leave their cages. Lyra felt a pang of sadness. Not everyone wants to leave, she said softly. Some of them need to learn lessons that are not ours to teach. Norbert nodded, understanding the weight of her words. That's okay, Lyra. We can't save everyone, but we can light the way for those who are ready. With a gentle paw, Norbert grasped the key and turned it in the lock. The gate creaked open, and the villagers ready to step out did, drawn by the light of the crystal hearts. They embraced one another, filled with hope and gratitude. As they looked back at those who remained, Norbert and Lyra understood that sometimes each soul must find its path. They wore their crystal heart necklaces proudly, knowing they had made a difference for those who chose to leave. With the villagers free, Norbert and Lyra led them back through the forest, the warmth of the crystal hearts illuminating their way. The darkness had vanished, replaced by the shimmering light of friendship and hope. As they reached the edge of the forest, Norbert turned to Lyra. The crystal heart is a reminder that we all have the power to shine, even in the darkest moments. It's about embracing light and dark, understanding that our journey is unique. Lyra smiled, her wings sparkling in the moonlight. Together, we can help others find their way, she said. From that day on, Norbert Barkah and Lyra, the fairy, wore their crystal heart necklaces, symbolizing their courage, wisdom, and the light they brought into the world. They continued to explore the enchanted forest, knowing that no matter how dark the path might seem, they could always breathe light into their hearts and illuminate the way for themselves and others. The end. You're such a good